Welcome to the ancient Greco-Roman city of Ephesus. Settled in Roman times on the northern slopes of the hills Coressus and Paean, south of the mouth of the 𝐾𝐻 River in western Turkey, Ephesus dates back from the 10th century BC. Second only in size to Rome, Ephesus was the Roman capital of the Roman province of Asia Minor, but also one of the wealthiest cities during the ancient world. Come with us as we transport ourselves back to the ancient world to see the Hellenistic and the Roman cultures evident in this area. Please don't forget to drop your comment below which part of the video is your favorite site.
We started our adventure right by the entrance of this ancient city, and we stumble upon the bath of Alvarez, which dates to the Roman period. This Roman bath has three sections: Frigidarium, cold water; Tepidarium, warm water; and 𝐾𝐒, hot water. The Roman people used to come here to shower as well as to socialize.
Having showered, they used to socialize here too. In the beginning, women and men used to use the baths together, and then a lot of adultery started to happen. And historians say there was a period of time when there was a newborn baby, they didn't know who the father was, that bad period they had. And to prevent this, they put a rule and said, in the mornings women and children will use it, in the afternoon men will use it, and problem was solved this way. This is the state agora.
What happened? Why this became ruins? Is it earthquake?
I told you they had many earthquakes. Around here, there are many active faults. Ephesus had big earthquakes. Because of these earthquakes, all the Greek buildings fell down. They rebuilt everything in the Roman time. So except one fountain and all the other things you're going to see here are from the Roman time. I told you also they had Arab and Persian attacks too. And because of malaria, thousands of people died. Because of silting of the port, port lost its importance. Traders moved to other cities. That's the reason. There are many reasons, they left here, abandoned here.
As we move along, we saw the columns of Basilica Stoa, located on the northern part of the Agora state. This was an area for important public gatherings that would have had a roof resting atop the columns, and it's the first feel of being a part of the city.
Behind the Basilica Stoa, we walk by the Bouleuterion, where the important efficient aristocrats would meet to discuss matters of the city. Tax collection, building maintenance, construction, those discussions took place here. This area is also used as an Odeon, where theatrical performances were performed here.
Of the theaters, there is a semicircle area you'll see, and it's called orchestra. Orchestra is the place where they perform, where they preach, where they speak, where they dance. And orchestrae is also old Greek word, and it means to dance. And on top of the theater, you see there are two tunnels.
Yeah.
People use the
entrance exit.
Yeah. People use the stairs behind the theaters, go up and go out from these tunnels and sit into the.
The next part of the city we walk is the Prytaneum, which was an important and sacred building during the ancient time. On the record, 2 statues of the goddess Artemis have been recovered from here during excavations.
As we approached the main stretch of the famous 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐀 Street, the Memmius Monument stood proudly to the right side of the road. As we go down, we saw the gate of Hercules with each 2 pillars with the carving of Hercules.
Of the gate, Hercules killed this lion and holding the lion's head on his head and lion's pelt on his shoulder. There and there, you can see. And this pelt was protecting him from everything. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Here's the lion, here's the pelt on his shoulder.
Wow. And that's Hercules.
Yes. Guys, look at the bananas here. Look at the bananas.
Go check it out. Check.
Thunder,
Look.
Thunder, look at the bananas.
Right here.
They carved bananas here.
Wow.
Do you like bananas? Do you?
Go touch it under touch. Check them out. That's banana. That's banana.
Then we go to 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐀 Street. This street is astonishing with its ability to place you in a real-life ancient Roman era.
From the top of 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐀 Street, you can see the fertile plains of Selçuk, leading towards the Aegean Sea and the horizon. On the right side of 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐀 Street, as we walk down the slope, was the Fountain of Trajan. We are in the 2nd century AD here, and the Ephesians built this fountain in honor of Emperor Trajan. Emperor Trajan carries the label of one of the 5 good Roman emperors.
Well, guys, all the normal people's houses, all the ordinary people's houses were on the mountains, on the hills. Only the wealthiest, richest people of Ephesus could afford a house in the city center. And these are the houses of the wealthiest people. And they are called terrace houses. They are either duplex or triplex houses. All these houses had running water system, sewage system, and even central heating system. I explain you the central heating in the van. And their houses were decorated very beautifully because the Romans liked to show off their wealth. On the walls they had fresco. Having a fresco is wall painting, and to have a fresco is like having a Picasso painting or Da Vinci painting today. Okay, that's expensive. And on the floors they had mosaics. And to have a mosaic floor is like having a very big, very fine silken made carpets. I'm sure you have seen silk carpets, they are expensive.
Yeah.
Why these mosaics are expensive? Because all these marble pieces, I'm going to show you a patio, mosaic patio. All these marble pieces have to be cut one by one and have to be stick one by one. as all the handmade rugs have to be woven not by month. That's why they are expensive. They are not expensive because of material. They are expensive because of the labor. Because of the workmanship. Yeah. Please come with me. I'll show you the mosaic.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
There are even mosaics made of smaller stones.
Oh.
Then it takes more time to make it than these ones. The ones with smaller piece of marble, they are more expensive because it takes way more time to complete.
So they will have somebody come to their place and do it manually, rather than buying the whole floor, right? Like,
no.
So it's not
they are
ready-made.
coming home and making it
Manually,
putting it, one by one.
Wow.
These front rooms were the most expensive shops of Ephesus, like Chanel, like Louis Vuitton, like Hermes kind of shops. The rest is house, and all these houses had sea view because the port was there. This is their front patio, paid with mosaic and covered with wooden roofs. These wooden roofs were protecting the people from the sun and from the rain so that they could do shopping comfortably. And you see these designs, these are 2,000 years old designs, but we are still using these designs on the carpets, on the pottery,
bathroom.
on the on the floor, on the tiles, everywhere, on the scarf, these ones everywhere. And I have told you, around Ephesus there are 20 marble caves.
Come on, Babu.
But in this complex they have found 50 different types of marble. Some of the marbles they found here, they don't exist in Turkey. Some of the marbles they found here only exist in Italy. So to have more, luxurious look or more beautiful house, they even imported marble from Italy 2,000 years ago. Imported marble from Italy.
So is there a Roman emperor lives here before?
Not lived here. They all
Just visit, right?
Lived, there. Yes.
On their capital.
Yes.
Then we saw the beautiful temple of Emperor Hadrian to the right.
As we stood admiring the temple of Hadrian, just behind us was the mosaic footpath and the entrance to the famous terrace houses of Ephesus. Located on the arcade that runs on a north-south axis between the Scholastica Baths and the Temple of Hadrian, you can find the Roman public latrine. The door on the east side opens onto the street. This public toilet has a square basin in the middle and rows of toilet seats along the sides. A channel of water ran directly in front of the seats.
Marble is very, very cold. If you touch them in winter, they are
very cold.
So the rich guys, before coming here, they used to send their slaves to sit and warm it up for them.
Leaving the terrace houses, the Roman latrines, now we are headed to what is perhaps the most famous landmark of ancient Ephesus. This is what most people come to see, the Library of Celsus.
Hi guys, for days we're going. There's an animal and we think this is a woman. This is a one.
Alright, give it to Mama. Mama's turn. Mama's turn.
Hey everyone, we're here at the Library of Celsus and these are the ancient ruins around it and it's just so magnificent and spectacular.
Hey, that's a woman.
You want? Flanked on one side by the gates of Mazaeus and Mithridates, the Celsus Library area is often rammed with visitors. We were blessed on this day to have relative ease of access. It's amazing to think that this structure was completed in 117 AD and still stands in its current condition today. Built in honor of the Roman governor of Asia, Gaius Julius Celsus Polemonianus, by his son, the library contained 12,000 scrolls as well as the tomb of the governor.
It's not difficult to see, even today, why it was considered to be one of the most impressive buildings in Asia Minor. Getting up close and personal with the Celsus Library, and this is yet another ancient Ephesus construction where the carving of the stone is like lacework. Statues also adorn the library, and these are replicas that reveal the grandeur of the building in its heyday. Through the gates, we wandered around the square boundaries of the commercial agora. This state agora, built in the 3rd century BC and modified during the reign of Emperor Augustus, originally bordered the harbor on one side and was the trade center of Ephesus. Slaves of both the male and female variety were also traded here.
We took our exit out onto Marble Street and headed towards our final Ephesus highlight for the day, the Great Theater. It's called great for a reason. The Ephesus Theater is colossal.
That was a huge stage building. The height of the stage building on the left was 18 meters actually, but only that much remained. And stage building had 2 floors of backstage. This floor's backstage was for the actors, and downstairs backstage was for the gladiators and the animals. The animals used to come out from the side, and the gladiator was coming out from the middle one. Garfield! This is Garfield. This is our famous cat, Garfield.
Hi Garfield.
Hi Garfield. Garfield!
Is this bigger than the one in Hierapolis?
Yes, 2.5 times bigger. Hierapolis, the capacity of the theater in Hierapolis is 9,500. This is 25,000.
This is 25,000, so huge.
Huge, yes. This theater didn't have a roof. How do we know? Because there is no drain. There is a drainage here. And guys, around the orchestra, you see there's a high wall. If there is a high wall around the orchestra, you can say that they had animal fights here because animals can't jump that high. And around the orchestra, they put some torch, so animals are scared of torch, fire, and they don't jump.